Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild with the no DLC playthrough, and today's target animal is going to be the Roosevelt Elk. Last time we hunted black-tailed deer and managed to get a diamond. Hopefully today will be the same with the Roosevelt Elk. I would love it if we could get a beautiful diamond elk, or possibly a rare even. And that's going to be our first kill of the day right there. Ooh! Oh my gosh, look there! We got ourselves a Piebald Elk. It's a female though, so that's not exactly what we're looking for, but that's still really cool. I mean, it's still a rare regardless. That is an amazing thing to come across, and I think, you know, because it's a rare, let's go ahead and stalk up close and try to take it with the 454. That could be quite fun. You know, we're about 90 meters away. That should honestly be good enough. Let's just 0 to 75, and then wait for her to lift her head up, and then we should be good. Yep, that should be plenty good. She's going down quite quick, actually. So there's that level 2. Let's just grab this real quickly as we move along. That way we can just get to the good stuff. That beautiful piebald. I am kind of curious how that shot ended up going, because I don't believe we have the best ammo for the 454. Yeah, we have the jacketed hollow points, which are not super great on penetration, as you can tell. So we likely only got a single lung. Let's see. Yeah, single lung. But it still did quite good. She went down very fast, and that is our first Piebald Elk of the playthrough. Now, I don't want to tax it yet because I do need to save my money for tents, so I think we're going to save harvest. Let's get some screenshots of this beauty first, though, because it's not every day you see a Piebald Roosevelt Elk. I don't get a lot of these. This is actually pretty sick. Let's save that harvest and move along. You know, considering the black-tailed deer and the Roosevelt Elk are both on the same side of the map here on Layton Lakes, it makes it so that because of the fact that we set up for black-tailed deer last episode, we're able to check all the spots that have Roosevelt Elk pretty quickly as well. Given they do have slightly different lakes that they like to go to, primarily if I'm not mistaken, they are in the same general area, so this does simplify things quite a lot for us. I mean, there's some over there. They're not exactly bulls, but we do have some cows at least. Okay, so we are now attempting to sneak up on these Roosevelt Elk. I almost spooked them off, so we had to go crouch. I think what I'm going to try and do is get close enough to just pop 2 or 3 of them with the 454, because we need some handgun score anyway to get better ammo for it, and we might as well utilize this thing while it's on us. So if we take a look at this, we are about 97 meters away, which means we should be able to 0 to 75 and just aim at the top of the back and do quite well. I think we got 2 of them. Yeah, that should be 2 kill shots, unless this guy doesn't lose any health, which he isn't. So I'm going to assume we only got 1 of them. But I just gotta say, look at that clean reload. Oh my gosh. The speed loaders were such a great addition to revolvers in the game. It's just incredible. They look really good while you're reloading with them. And it's also just a much faster way to reload your handgun. And yes, I know, technically, those are moon clips, not speed loaders, but they marketed it as speed loaders, so a lot of the community is going to know it as speed loaders, so I'm going to call them speed loaders for that reason right there. All right, let's see what we got right here. That is the first one we shot, 237.24. Nice little lung shot on that guy. Well, I didn't realize that male was there. I saw the females and just assumed that it was all female elk, but there actually was a male there. That's quite unfortunate, man. That is quite unfortunate. Ooh, that is a beautiful looking level 4 right there. That guy is definitely our next target, and there's also some females close to us, but I think this is the only bull here. So let's just drop a shot into him, get him down real quickly. Gosh, I've barely been able to find any bulls at all today. We've been hunting for 30 minutes already, and we've killed like maybe 3 or 4 bulls. Maybe. And only a couple of them were level 4s. The others were those level 3s that we took down in the level 2. We've been kind of struggling already. That's crazy. After 30 minutes, we've got only 4 or 5. 3, 4, 5, somewhere in that range for the Roosevelt Elk bulls. Crazy, man. You know, finally we're getting into the Roosevelt Elk bulls. We're finally finding more of them. This guy is our latest target. I think that should have been a good shot. Yes, it is. Okay, he's losing health. Now, before I go claim him, I do want to check over in this direction because we usually have something over here on almost every multiplayer server that I've checked in the past. So I'm going to check this area real quick and see if there's any more bulls or just elk zones in general, and then we'll come back and grab that guy. Yeah, we do have one more over here. It's only a level 3, but a bull's a bull. Try our best to get a good shot in here. And that's going to be a hard shot. I think that will do nicely. Grab this little guy real quick. 275 at 95 on the score. Ooh, let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is insane looking. And I'm actually a little disappointed because I will not be able to put this in my main lodge. This is our no DLC account, so I can't put this in my main account lodge. Which is actually a little bit tragic because that is a stunning bull. This is my biggest rare Roosevelt Elk ever. Wow. That thing looks incredible. That thing is absolutely stunning. This kind of makes me want to start up a grind on the main account and see if we can get something like this. Because that is just stunning right there. Oh my gosh. Well, you know we have to try and stalk up close to it and take it with the handgun. It just wouldn't feel right if we didn't. You know, we may be struggling to get a lot of... well, until now. Until now. Oh my gosh, there's just bulls everywhere. But we have been struggling quite a bit today to get any bull elk to show up. I think we only killed like 5 or 6 of them in the first 40-ish minutes. But now we found this guy as well as all these. And I gotta say, the quality of the elk we've found has been pretty solid. Lots of good level 4s. We just haven't had the quantity there today. And honestly, this is one of my favorite things about any time we start a brand new series like the No DLC playthrough or just the fresh account playthrough or the beginner's playthrough. You always have a bunch of fresh maps to explore and lots of trophies to potentially find. Which is why I always recommend that if you get a map for the first time, thoroughly search it for every species because you never know what might be hiding on it. There's almost always a couple diamonds and rares on every single map whenever you first open it. So I do recommend checking things thoroughly. You know, it's not guaranteed that you'll have trophies, but there's a very high chance there will be at least a few. Okay, so we're running into a little bit of a problem. Because I don't have all of the perks and skills, I mean, we have a skill point we can put in. We can put it into soft feet. That actually might help us out a bit. I was going to say, we don't have all the perks and skills that will help us reducing like our noise and visibility and stuff like that. So it's going to be tougher to stock up than if we were just using our main account. But because we're such a low level and don't have all the skills that will make this easier, it's going to be quite tough. We just got to hope that he doesn't spook off. I mean, that is definitely close enough, I think. How far away? 54 meters. This is perfect. Here goes nothing. Let's wait for him to lift his head up. Okay, we got at least one of them. Actually, at least 2. That last one did get hit vitally, so we got at least 2 of those elk. Potentially 3 even. Well, that's 1, 2 things of vital blood as far as I can tell. All right, so this is the last one that we shot. We managed to get a single lung and take it down pretty quickly. This guy's got medium bleed rate, so this must be our piebald. Kind of got me a little worried that we might have screwed things up here. I mean, it says vital organ hit, so we actually should be fine. But it's dying really slow compared to that one. And I didn't hit them any differently as far as I could tell. I think it was both just a single lung hit. That is so strange. We had virtually the same hit as far as I could tell, and this guy ran a whole lot farther than the other one. Let's see what this guy scores. 305.59, and yes, same hit. Both were a single lung from around the same range away, and for some reason this guy ran twice as far as the level 2. Now this right here is something I will fork out the money to tax because that is just stunning. That is beautiful, man. Now, something that we're going to have to do now is go to either multiplayer Parque Fernando or multiplayer Silver Ridge Peaks and attempt to get ourselves a mountain lion, because we need to make a multi-mount now. If we could make a multi-mount with this, that would just be absolutely amazing. But because this is a no DLC playthrough, we have to do it in multiplayer, or else we won't be able to go for them. If you didn't know, multiplayer allows you to play any map for free, even if you don't own it, provided you have access to the internet. So we do have a chance of creating a pretty awesome multi-mount, and that would be a really cool thing to put on that middle platform in our lodge. But to be honest, until then, I think this guy's going to end up going on the wall of the Leighton Lakes trophy cabin, because I think we do have a spot available there. You know, I was going to grind for a couple of hours today on these Roosevelt Elk, but we ended up getting that piebald so quickly that I don't think we could even top it. And all the spots that I'm checking that normally have a lot of elk have none. It's so strange. I haven't really experienced this too much on this playthrough, where these spots that I normally see tons just have absolutely nothing. Like, this lake is normally a gold mine of Roosevelt Elk, but there's nothing here. And it was the same when I went to this lake. There was no Roosevelt Elk there at all. This one had nothing. That one had a couple, but not a ton. And then we also went down to these lakes and only found one group of female elk. And I also went down to this one, found absolutely zero elk. So I don't know what's going on. A lot of the spots where I used to see lots of elk just aren't really producing on this particular playthrough, which is really interesting. But even if our favorite spots are not producing, we had at least a couple spots produced today. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win for us. Let's see where we can put this guy. So it looks like right here. Wow, we actually have completed this entire wall here with this guy. That's impressive. That's really awesome. We got our elk, our blacktail, and our whitetail deer. Now we just need moose, Euro bison, Euro rabbit, roe deer, red deer, fallow deer, the mallard duck, the black bear, wild boar, red fox, Merriam turkey, and Canada goose. And then we'll have all of this lodge filled up, which will be really awesome. Now, it's going to be tough to get some of these. Stuff like the black bear trophy is going to be difficult, as well as the wild boar. And then, of course, stuff like the European rabbit will also be quite difficult. And to be honest, the goose and mallard might be some of the toughest, because we don't get any of the stuff to call them in. As far as I know, I don't think that is included in the base game, so those might be our toughest ones, actually. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment down below letting me know that you enjoyed. Also, click that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I will see you all in the next one. Peace!